here's the host of Blockbusters, Bob Holness.
Thank you very much indeed, and welcome once again. An interesting and somewhat critical situation here on Blockbusters when we last left the game. In fact, it's rather neat for all that. Our three contestants, Helen, and of course Andrew and Tim, reading left to right. Helen is the reigning champion. She has exactly £100 to her credit. Andrew and Tim have exactly £50 each. All feeling well, are we, and comfortable? Yes, ready to go into this? Because we are in the middle of a game, aren't we? And to prove that, another neat situation on the board, where they each have 3 segments taken up, 3 units blue and 3 units white. And when we left the game, we found that it was Tim's turn to call. So this is the second game of a set of 3. The 2 lads have won the first game. Is Helen going to last? We ask ourselves as we play another game of Blockbusters. Tim, your choice.
We'll go for H, please.
You'll go for H. Refreshed and raring to go. Here we are. What H can be a horse's joint, a white wine, or a pawn shop? Yes, Helen?
Hock.
Hock is right. Well right. Where next, Helen?
S, please.
You're going for S. This one. What S is a greyish-green herb used for stuffing duck or used to describe... That's Tim.
Sage.
Sage is correct, too. Right. There we are, an interesting situation. That means, of course, that flashing blue light that you almost made the connection. You've got 1 unit to go, unless Helen blocks you. Which one's it going to be?
W, please.
Yes, we thought it would, all of us. W, here it is. What W is part of the London Borough of Brent and host for the football final? Yes, Helen?
Wembley.
Yes, sports supporter, Wembley it is. You're in that position now with 1 unit to go. Which one?
L, please.
Yes, L it is. So soon we get to this situation. What L is Bath's Lion Park? Yes, Helen?
Longleat.
Longleat is right. That's the correct. Well, there we are. What better could we ask for? 1 game all. It means that we've come to another critical situation in Blockbusters, where it's best of 3, of course, and the person who gets the next one gets for the gold run, which Helen's already done once, and you won yourself a vertical record player, which you haven't had a chance to play around with yet, have you?
No, not yet.
Never mind, you will. Tell me something. Something odd cropped up in the interim between then and now. Somebody told me your ambition, it's rather strange, is to drive a black Range Rover. Now, is it, or were they kidding me?
No, I love Range Rovers.
But why a black one? No idea, no reason at all. Well, it's a bit of an odd decision, isn't it? Oh, well, all right, she obviously doesn't want to talk Range Rovers, so let's have a quick chat to Andrew and Tim. What we didn't mention when we met you is that you both want to go into the legal profession.
That's right.
Any particular reason? Do you want to go in as partners? Now, there would be a good thing.
I don't think so. It depends how easily we get our articles, really.
I
suppose it's an idea.
You're both heading that way, though, yes?
I hope so.
Definitely.
Well, we wish you the best of luck. Wish Helen the best of luck with her transport. Well, we're going to game number 3. The board is already blinking at me. W is the letter. So stand by, all 3 of you, as this critical game comes up. What W goes before box, seat, and glass? Yes, Helen?
Window.
Window's right. Good start. And the next one, please.
F, please.
F. Ah, there's a sound we haven't heard for some time. Do you know what it means, Helen?
School prize.
Yes, it does. She's been watching the programme carefully. It is a Blockbuster bonus. It means that whichever contestant answers this particular question correctly, it means a prize for the school. F it is. Stand by, all 3 of you. What F comes before fetched, flung, and... Yes, Tim?
Far.
Far is the right answer, yes. 1 blue and 1 white on the board, and we'll find out now what particular prize is going to your school. Listen to this.
Andrew and Tim have won, for Bradford Grammar, something for the science department. 3 personal computers.
Bradford Grammar School, was it?
Yes, that's
Yes?
right.
Well, they're going to be very pleased with you now, aren't they?
certainly very
Suddenly,
useful.
you're going to be popular chaps around the place. Yes?
That's right.
OK, we haven't actually asked you what your next choice is going to be, so what is it?
M, please.
M?
M for mother.
Right, here we go. What M was the Italian who largely invented radio? All 3 went for it. Andrew got there.
Marconi.
Marconi's correct, yes. And it's your choice, Andrew.
B, please.
B, here we go. What B was a philanthropic doctor who founded homes for children? That's Tim.
Bernardo.
Bernardo is correct, yes. Streaking across the board, Helen. Stand by for the next one.
Tea, please.
Tea? Right. Let's see about this. What tea in Italy has kept a shroud for many years? That's Andrew.
Turin.
Turin is the right answer there. 1 to go on that particular straight line, unless it's blocked. Are you going to pick D or N?
We'll go for N.
You'll go for N, just to be difficult, OK? Here we are. What N is the Scottish loch where a... Helen?
Ness.
Ness is right. Well done. Where now, Helen?
E, please.
You're going for E, quite wisely, because if you lost the other one, they'd get there. What E is what happened to British Catholics in 1829 and some American... Yes, Helen?
Emancipation.
Emancipation's the right answer, too. And the next one.
K, please.
You're going to leave the difficult one till last, aren't you? K. What K is a small falcon that is... Yes, Helen?
Kestrel.
Kestrel is right, yes. Wow. Now, what one?
D, please.
Thought you might. The decider, this one, isn't it? Unless you can't answer it, either of you. I think you will. What D is the way a particular community within a country speaks? Helen?
Dialect.
That's it! Well, there we are. What an amazing end to 3 games. A best of 3 indeed, and really what 3 superb games. We haven't played 3 games like that for a long, long time. It means, of course, we have to go into a gold run, but first it means we have to say goodbye to Andrew and Tim, who take with them, for the school, 3 personal computers and £75 each yourself. Give our regards to Bradford, say they've got a great holiday future ahead of them. Thank you both for joining us. I must tell you that you also take, of course, that leather-bound dictionary with Blockbusters emblazoned on the front and the Blockbusters sweatshirt each as well. Thank you, Andrew and Tim, very much indeed. Well, Helen herself has got £140. Any idea what you're going to spend the money on, Helen? Not a particular form of vehicle or anything like that,
No.
right? No.
Not quite enough for a Range Rover yet.
No, but you intend to before you finish, do you? Well, we'll see. Are you all set for the gold run? You remember the last time? Vertical disc player. Bigger prize this time, OK? Right, just getting her ready. Just to inform you about this, it's the second gold run. She can do 5. That's if she lasts that long. It's anybody's guess. And, of course, the second prize is that much better than the first. Well, remembering what the first was, the second is well worth it, as we'll be seeing in a moment. Let's have a look at the board again. There are the combined letters that make up the answers to the questions I'll be asking, and that's the connection Helen has to make. Well, not that exact one. She could go like that if she wanted to. The whole point is, though, that she has to do it in 60 seconds or less, a fact of which she is well aware, as we invite Helen to take the hotspot, please. Just have to tell you, Helen, you must do that connection, gold to gold, in 60 seconds or less. If you don't make the connection, you get £10 for each correct answer. And, of course, we start timing from the moment you tell me which of those initial letters in the left-hand column you want to start with. It's all yours.
C-L.
Helped his sister write tales from Shakespeare.
Charles Lamb.
Correct.
O-B.
Conventional decoration for brides.
B-A, pass, B-A-B.
Nursery food made from something you might expect to get at tea time.
Pass, I-P.
Invented a form of shorthand.
Pitman.
First name?
Isaac.
Yes, right, correct.
T-C-I-C.
No one on the beach, so we can proceed.
Pass, P-H.
PH. They made a whiter shade of pale.
Pass, P-C.
A way of describing red, blue, and yellow paints.
Primary colours.
Correct.
A-M.
Author of Death of a Salesman.
Arthur Miller.
Correct.
A-O-C.
Primate of all England.
Archbishop of Canterbury.
Correct.
B-D.
Sapper's most literary famous creation. Oh, that is hard luck. That is hard luck. Dear me, you almost did it. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got yourself £50. You missed out on 4, of course. Let me just tell you what the 4 were. OB, conventional decoration for brides, is orange blossom. Yes. BABP, nursery food made from something you might expect to get at tea time, is bread and butter pudding. I don't know whether they eat it in your part of the country. TCIC, no one on the beach, so we can proceed. You'll kick yourself. The coast is clear. And PH, whiter shade of pale, Procol Harum. Helen, thank you very much. Proceed to your seat, and we'll carry on with Blockbusters. Well, there we are. It doesn't mean, of course, in case you're new to the game, that Helen retires. Not at all. It means that she can go in for the third gold run if she wins the best of three in the next 3 games. Yes, the next 3 games, which means, of course, that we are now going into those 3 games, and as it's best of 3, we've got to have 2 more contestants. So let's meet them on Blockbusters. Well, it's Joshua, yes, and Zara, yes?
No, Zari.
Zari, okay. Can you pull into the table, and we'll get nearer the microphones, fine. A little bit of a clump there. Tell us which part of the country you come from first.
We're from Cambridge.
You're from Cambridge. Well, it's well known, if nothing else. You go to which school?
Yes. The Hills Road Sixth Form College.
And is it an academically good place to go? Be careful with your answer.
It's the best.
It's the best. What particular subjects are you interested outside school, Joshua?
Well, I like doing a bit of poetry now and again.
Bit of poetry?
Yeah.
You actually write poetry?
Yeah.
If you stay here
Well, I
long
call it
enough, we may
poetry.
ask you to quote some on the air, but not just yet.
I'll
because
try.
It's a difficult... Oh, well, good. Zari, what about you?
Oh, computing, fencing and reading.
But no poetry?
No.
No. Okay, well, diverse interests. They may come up in the prizes that are offered later, but it means that we start now the first game in a set of 3. Quick word to Helen to see how she feels. You're disappointed at missing out on the last gold run?
A bit.
A bit, but you have got the better ones to come, of course, which is the advantage. All set to go into the third?
Yep.
Okay, here we are. 1, 2, and 3 coming up. The first game of the set of 3 flashing already, waiting for me to go across to the board. It's going to be the letter V, and here we start. Stand by, everybody, as we start the first game in a set of 3. What V is a card sent to a loved one on February... Yes, Helen?
Valentine.
Yes, Valentine. Correct answer. She's quick on the button, you two blokes. You've got to be just as quick. Helen, what's the next?
K, please.
K. Yes, right at the top there. What K made the famous catalogue of the works of Mozart? Köchel is the answer to that. K-O-C-H-E-L with an umlaut. Okay, another K. What K is not in season when the gorse is not in bloom? A spot of poetry there, Joshua. Kissing is the answer. Never mind, we go to another K. What K is the comedy pair of little Jimmy and his father, Ian? Yes, Helen?
Crankies.
Sorry?
The Crankies.
Is correct. That's another one, yes. Where next?
B, please.
B. Okay, let's see if the boys can make their mark with this one. What B is another name for lotto? Yes, Zari?
Bingo.
Yes, it is. Well done. Yes, I thought you were going to miss out on that. You've got the choice now.
F.
You want F? Fine. What F is the thigh bone? Yes, Helen?
Femur.
Femur, of course. Yes. They all went for it. You got there first. Gives you the choice.
E, please.
E, to make that connection at the top left. What E upset the accepted conception of the universe and died in 1950? Yes, Zari.
Einstein.
Einstein is correct. Well done. Where next?
A.
A. Little deliberation. A. What A was called Clarty Hole until Sir Walter Scott built himself a baronial hall there?
Say Aldershot.
Too late. Not Aldershot. Too late anyway. It's Abbotsford. Abbotsford. So we go for another A. Not an easy one, that. This one might be. What A is demanded for refugees and is a home... Helen?
Asylum.
Asylum is right, yes. Joshua kicking himself. He had the button there, but not quick enough. Helen, where next?
L, please.
L at the top. And it's this one. What L is a decapod marine crustacean with claws? Yes, Zari.
Lobster.
Yes, it's a lobster. Well done. Where next?
M, please.
M in the middle. What M is the name given to a riddle, maxim, or quotation found inside a cracker? Yes, Helen?
Motto.
Motto is right. Yes, that's a good one. And as we all know, that flashing white light means you've got 1 unit to clear before you make that connection, unless, of course, it's blocked by Joshua and Zari. We won't be finding out just yet. We'll be leaving you, but we'll be back very soon. Join us, won't you?
13. That's unlucky.
Nice to see you here, Steve. Heard about the break-in. Bad luck, chap.
Thanks. We've got a Verisure alarm installed now. 24/7 monitoring. Feel much safer. You should get one too.
Good thinking, Steve.
Verisure Alarms. Get 50% off your Zero Vision alarm installation and a free video doorbell install. Call now or visit verisure.co.uk.
The UK's first human heart transplant has been completed, supported by the British Heart Foundation.
We were a noisy generation, but it might be something quiet we do that becomes our greatest legacy. Leave a gift in your will to the British Heart Foundation and fund groundbreaking research that could help save millions of lives. Search VHF Wills.
At Vision Express, I'll step out feeling confident because they include breakage and loss protection with designer glasses.
Vision Express. Express your vision.
Nature's Menu delivers tailored meals direct. Get 40% off your first meal plan box at naturesmenu.co.uk/TV. When you play with Mecca Bingo, keep the good times fun. Always use our deposit limits to control your spending. Let's keep it fun online with Mecca Bingo.
Hello, we're Serious Tissues. 1 million trees are cut down every day for toilet paper. That stinks. But we don't cut down trees. We plant trees instead. We're recycled and made in the UK, not shipped from China. So you can fight climate change from the toilet seat. Visit serioustissues.com to see the impact you could have. Use code SERIOUS20 for 20% off and free shipping. Poop like the planet depends on it.
Heads up, this place could be wired. Chasing a cold-blooded killer.
This is now a hostage situation.
That guy pulled a gun out of nowhere.
You think you're being a hero?
Guy's a mess.
She's losing him.
You did this! It's on you!
Don't miss a brand new FBI lineup on Sky Witness.
Who are you? You are trouble. You're a thief.
Spy informant.
Some kind of specialist.
I did what I did to save my son.
Just a cleaning lady.
And legs 11. Are you sure you've got enough room there?
Welcome back. Just to fill you in, as though you've forgotten, Joshua and Zari have joined us just recently. They're in their first game. They have £15 each. They are the challengers. The champion, of course, Helen, with £215 to her credit, as well as a prize. But let's get on with the game, shall we? This is the board. An interesting situation, particularly in view of the fact that it's Helen's choice, and she is white, trying to make that connection bottom to top in this case. So, Helen, which letter do you want?
J, please.
You want J? This could do it, unless it's blocked. What J is a month of the year without an N in it? Yes, Zari?
July.
July, yes. Well done. Go first and think afterwards.
G.
Well, G you want? Okay, that's the top right. See how you do with this. What G is a quadruped's fastest pace? Yes, Ari.
Gallop.
Gallop is correct too, yes. Now, boot on the other foot. Which letter are you going for that connection?
O.
You want O. Thought you might. Here we go. Stand by, Helen. What O is the surname of David of the SDP? Helen got there first.
Owen.
Owen it is, yes. And that's the connection. Well, that couldn't have been closer, could it? A marvellous first game there. It was level pegging all the way, right up to the very end. And because she got it, she blocked them, but she also won the connection for herself. Well, time for us to go into the second game. Perhaps we'll get a chat a little later on, but they're all tensed up and raring to go. I can sense it from here. You are, aren't you? Yes. Say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Very good. Yes, I don't want any disagreements at this time of the game. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Oh. First time I've been called sir on the programme. That's got to stop. Here's the board for the next game. There's a little blinking letter coming up any moment now, which will tell us which letter. Yes, sir. G. All right. Come on, class. What G is an old fellow or the foreman of a gang? Yes, Joshua?
Gaffer.
Gaffer is right. Well done, yes. Your choice.
N. N, please.
You want N in the middle? Yes. You're going to start setting patterns too, are you? What N was Master of Ceremonies at Bath in its heyday and was known as Beau? Yes, Helen?
Nash.
Nash is correct, yes. Your choice for the next one.
H, please.
You want H? Here we are. What H is a romantic German writer known chiefly because his tales gave a title to Offenbach? And that's Joshua.
Hess.
Sorry, hold on. You said Hess.
Yes.
Yes, no, wrong. Stop banging your buzzer and let me come to you. Now you'll get the question again. What H is a romantic German writer known chiefly because his tales gave a title to Offenbach?
Hoffman.
Is right. That's a white unit. Now where?
A, please.
A. Here we go. What A is the word that Americans use for what we call a flat? Zari got there first.
Apartment.
Apartment is correct. Okay, your choice, Zari.
P, please.
You want P. Right. It's one of those three-part questions. Well, it isn't really, but it's that sort. What P comes before go and means to come to grief or collapse? Time's up. You're not going to believe this, but foot, P-H-U-T, fut, is actually a word. It comes from Hindi for to burst, which is futna. Well, let's go for another P, shall we? Yeah. What P comes last but one? Yes, Joshua?
Penultimate.
Penultimate is correct. Yes, a good one. And it's your choice.
Give us an S, please.
Give you an S. I think we might. Here we go. What? S is a Japanese drink made from... Helen got there first.
Sake.
Sake is correct, yes. And it's your next go.
V, please.
V at the top. Okay. What V is a servant who looks after his employer... Helen?
Valet.
Valet is another good one. Leaving you one to make that connection. Which one?
C, please.
C, which could be blocked. Stand by. What C had a #1 hit with 3 Times a Lady? That's Zari. Time's up. Helen, what C had a #1 hit with 3 Times a Lady?
The Commodores.
Commodores is right. That's the connection again. You've done it again, haven't you? You've done it again, haven't you? Yes. Actually, you have a habit of waiting to the last moment and then getting in there. Is it a plan or is it panic?
It is not a plan.
It's stark panic, is it?
Yes.
Ah, I see. Right. Well, Joshua and Zari, we have to say goodbye to because we're going into another gold run. As I often say, they've been with us all too little a time, but they've collected £45 each. Give our regards to Cambridge when you return, and be sure that when you wander through the beautiful portals of Cambridge, you are wearing your Blockbuster sweatshirt and carrying under your arms your leather-bound Blockbuster dictionary. Gentlemen, thank you very thank you very much indeed. Cheers. Well, Joshua and Zari. Now, of course, it's the time that we do the gold run. We go back to Helen momentarily to see what she's looking like. She's not going to tell us what she feels like, are you?
No.
No. You're all set to go down there onto the spot, are you?
Yes.
Well, a quick word about the game first, then. The gold run, of course, this one is #3 for which she's entering. She won a vertical record player for the first one, superb instrument. Knocked out on the second one, only just, but the third one produces a really superb prize. It's a major Blockbuster prize, and this is the board on which it's going to be played. Yes, those letters all over the board there, that's the connection, the simple one. The gold connection, that's a more complicated version of one of them. But of course the connection, as the whole world knows by this time, has to be made within 60 seconds or less. If Helen can make that connection in 60 seconds or less, she'll win a fabulous prize. Helen, can we ask you once again to take the hot spot? Helen, that gold-to-gold connection must be made in 60 seconds or less. If you don't make it, £10 for each correct answer is yours. And, of course, as we always say, the time you start is taken from the moment you give us the initial letters you want to start with in the left-hand column. OK.
LB.
Stable, where a horse is not tied up and can move about.
Loose box.
Correct.
CTD.
Prepare for action on board ship.
Pass. SAN.
The path of honesty which never wavers and isn't wide.
Pass. AA.
Protuberance in a man's neck.
Adam's apple.
Correct.
DAF.
James Bond film.
Diamonds are forever.
Correct.
COGH.
First doubled by a Portuguese navigator.
Pass. BFTB.
A surprise missile from the sky.
Pass. SS.
Pompous man with a padded chest.
Pass. DOI.
Enacted by Congress on July the 4th, 1776.
Declaration of Independence.
Yes.
CW.
Pyrotechnic device named after a Tsar. Well, Helen, you blew it again. It's hard luck. You missed out on 5, but you got £40 extra. Don't look so sad. You're still in the game. It does mean, of course, that you don't actually get a prize in this case, but I am going to tell you what you missed out on. You would like to know, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Well, the one you almost came out on there was CTD, prepared for action on board ship, which is clear the decks. Another one, SAN, the path of honesty, which never wavers and isn't wide, straight and narrow. And one of the others you missed out on was COGH, first doubled by a Portuguese navigator, the Cape of Good Hope. There was another one, too, a surprise missile from the sky, bolt from the blue. And what was another one? Oh, yes, SS, pompous man with a padded chest with stuffed shirt. Helen, hard luck. You're still in the game, so take your seat and we'll play once again Blockbusters. But not now, because that's it. Join us again next time when we introduce 2 new contestants who are going to play Blockbusters. Goodbye.
You've made us wait long enough. What's your final answer? Mecha Bingo Online, sponsors of Challenge.
With O2, get our unlimited data SIM and pay £0 for 3 months. Then, under £33 a month. Go on, treat yourself. O2. See what you can do.
Play the PDSA Weekly Lottery and you can be a winner like Harry. Poppy's a winner with PDSA too. They're winners because they were poorly pets that have been cared for by PDSA, thanks to people like you playing our Weekly Lottery. Wendy played, and she walked away with the incredible rollover prize of £10,000. Sally won the guaranteed £1,000 weekly jackpot. It only costs £1 a week to play. So just text Enter 3 to 81400 to play through your mobile, or search PDSA Lottery now. And you could be our next big winner.
Welcome. Some people come to escape.
Ready?
I'm Bray. They come here looking for something.
Something bigger, faster, wilder.
Imagination and sparkle. And dragons.
Okay. What could possibly stop us now?
World, remember this day.
And so, I bless you all.
I love it!
Grab the gold, sling the silver. Let's hope they'll get enough to win in the Crystal Maze. Weeknights at 6 on Challenge.
Congratulations, number 3. You said cup of tea. That's the top answer. Mecha Bingo Online, sponsors of Challenge.